Otara Park, where the Otara Scorpions, the hosts, are in control right now, 20 points to 10 over the Manurewa Marlins. And TJ, we were just having a bit of a chat in the half-time break. A funny old game. Feels like there's 5-minute bursts where each team has a little bit of domination, but no one's been able to string it together consistently thus far.
Yeah, that's the key word there. Just a bit inconsistent in their style of play at the moment, Corey, and a few back-to-back drop balls from both sides in a couple sets. And I feel if they're building a little bit of pressure, they're Otara have had 2 good 5-minute bursts and they've scored 2 tries in each of those, and same goes for the Manurewa side. So, whoever comes away with a win today will be the side that can put together a few more opportunities like that and be a bit more consistent with what they're doing.
So back underway, second half, 40 to play here in what shapes as a crucial Crown of Trucks Fox Championship qualifiers match. This man has been outstanding through the first half. Manu Fatialofa, he's got a try and has had a hand in most of the good stuff that the Scorps have done. Nigel Ito peeling off the tackle. Luluai, long-time witness Viking, spent a long time over in the UK. Great to have him home and playing for his junior club. Here's an excellent carry from the other Fatialofa. This is Robert, centralising back in field. Robert Fatialofa. Barnstorming stuff from the Scorpions. It's 24 to 10 with a kick to come. TJ, these forwards are just killing Rewa right now.
Yeah, as we look at the Crown of Trucks instant replay there, Corey, and great solo effort by the number 19, Robert Fatialofa, and again, ball in 2 hands there and keeping the fullback guessing. And mate, we mentioned this off camera at halftime as well. Just the inability for Manurewa to put a body in front of the man carrying the ball is something that they're lacking at the moment. They need to, get more numbers in the tackle, and it starts off with the first up contact. They're just failing to make any decent first up contact there on any Otara forward pack. So they've got to tidy that up if they want to come away with some points in the second half. And outstanding effort there for Robert Fatialofa there, getting a solo effort try.
So Shaq Ono to attempt the conversion. It really is the Fatialofa show today, isn't it? Both players playing really well. Manu's the older brother, and Robert that time says, well, big bro, anything you can do, I can do as well. Adds a 4-pointer of his own. There's some proud whānau watching on from that family, I'm sure. So Ono now to attempt the conversion.
Pretty sure Robert was part of one of the Auckland South Region of Origin teams a few years ago as well, Corey, so he's come through the system there. Someone to keep an eye on as well in this Fox Championship grade.
Yeah, a few in the side, isn't there? Of course, we had the Tanaki boys as well. I remember seeing those guys. I hadn't heard a lot about them, and seeing them playing in that under-18 match, boy, they were beasts, and great to see them sort of come through into this level now and playing really good footy.
Yeah, it is, and for those of you watching, we've got our Region of Origin series coming up in September this year, and we're starting to get our processes going for selections, so look forward for that contest, and there may be a spanner thrown in the works in a couple of weeks' time as well with that contest, so I'm looking forward to those changes as well.
So Fatialofa on the charge. Akalo at dummy half. It's the biggest lead they've had so far, Otara. You just get the feeling that another try or two and they might be able to break the spirit of this Rewa side. Luluai. Ball playing at the line. Oh, what a pickup. Overlap now on the left-hand side. Storm Tanaki shakes off his opposite number. Storm Tanaki will finish an incredible try for the Scorpions. A lovely left side shift. There was great hands in there from one of the forwards, I think it was, and then Storm Tanaki with the big don't argue. Scorpions are on fire.
Yeah, as we look at the Crown lift instant replay there, and outstanding ton of pace there by Storm Tanaki. And I just want to mention the forward there, Luluai as well, Corey, and his ball playing ability there. He's got a great right to left pass, and he's got that left side attacking display from the Otara Scorpions on point there. So well done to Otara, back-to-back tries and extend the lead here against the Marlins once again.
Yeah, it's a great shout on Luluai there. He's just about been their best on park so far, hasn't he? He's got that unique skill where he's able to take that ball to the line and then ball play with such class, and it was he who kicked all that off.
Yeah, just his ability to know when to carry the ball and when to throw that block play as well, Corey. That comes down to experience sometimes, and sometimes we see in these grades people just throwing attacking shapes at you just for the hell of it rather than for a purpose. So just his ability to know when to play out the back or take a tough carry has been outstanding for today's display.
Don't know who the unfortunate person was that copped the wrath of the ball there. I think Kiko Pahipi Hibbs came through and sort of kicked the ball away in a bit of frustration. It quickly bounced off someone and peered into shot again. I think it may have been his own teammate just quietly. Kick from the sideline. Flags are down, it's short, but looked on target. So Waterview Laundromat, Otara Scorpions 30. Witty Licensing Trust, Manurewa Marlins 10. 20 points the gap, which is double the previous biggest gap in this match. And you just get the feeling right now that the Scorpions team, if they can keep sending these big boys at Rewa right now, they look like a beaten team right now, the Marlins. Really struggling to contain that middle unit.
Yeah, they need a big set defensively here, Corey. And again, it starts from the engine room. They need to put some bodies in front and slow down this momentum of the big forward pack from Otara Scorpions. And it'll be a long day in the office, I'll tell you that much, if they're just going to let Otara keep running through them. And if they're not doing much defence, Otara, then they're going to have a lot of energy with the ball. So they need something big here, the Marlins.
Fatialofa met head on there by Matupula. Simao. I think Nigelito was trying to get out of that, but it got hooked in. That's certainly the case he's pushing to referee Price. Ono's going to kick for touch now. A couple of updates from around the grounds at the Hibiscus Coast. It is the Raiders who are up 24-12. Pakuranga scored right on half-time. It's actually 5 tries to 2 in that contest, but the goal kicking betraying the Raiders a little. And I think we've got the Glenora Bears narrowly in front in the Root Rooster clash. I think they're up about 10 points to 4 or 10 points to 6 over Howick. And Waitamata with a lead over the Papatoetoe side as we see a burrowing effort down low and into the right-hand corner. And another try for the Scorpions.
Is that Fatialofa again, Manu? Fatialofa this time?
I think it might well be. A little bit hard to pick up the number here. We'll see if we can catch it on the Crown Lift Trucks instant replay. Now it is Fatialofa. I think he might have got a little bit of help from a well-placed decoy there. But anyway, 34-10 is the score.
Yeah, I won't comment on that one, Corey, as we looked at the Crown Lift Trucks instant replay. But again, you can see the dummy half waving Fatialofa under there, and Manurewa just unable to identify that. And again, when you're on your try line like that, Corey, you just need to make sure you're getting off there as well. And if you're standing on your try line, you make any defensive decisions and you make making some errors, that's when tries occur. So if you're not getting off your try line, makes it a lot harder to stop those 4 points from happening. So they just need to show a little bit more energy here, Manurewa.
Shaq Ono, every time he lines up a kick, he seems to maybe get a bit of banter from his teammates and turns around and acknowledges it. As we see the kick, which is away. So score remains 34-10. Otara Scorpions well and truly in control right now and showing no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, just following on from your live scores from around the grounds, Corey. Glenora are up in the contest against Howick for that Rooster contest, 10 points to 6. The other one for the Fox Premiership, Margaret East, currently leading their contest against Papakura Seagulls, 16 points to 4.
Look out. We're into it again. This time, though, the contact's all good. Tell you what, Matapola has been pretty good off the bench for Manurewa. He's been one of their best. And is leading the charge with his contact. Hakalo moves play on. It's messy, but bounces up fortuitously and then beats the defender down on that touchline. So everything they touch is turning to gold right now. The Scorpions, the tackle's still not complete. They keep on going. And this is the 6, fully Tassi. Ulu the dummy half. Hakalo. Fatialofa. Ono. Moving play on. Space down this left-hand side. Perez will score. Coast to coast for the Scorpions. Another 4 points on the board. And Josh Perez gets his first for the day. Adds his name to an ever-growing try list.
Yes, we look at the Crown of Trucks instant replay there. Some nice ball playing ability by the left-hand edge for Otara there. It started off with Shaq and had a few years playing against Shaq back in the day, so shout out to him. But again, you got the number 10 there for Otara, Andrew Vaine. Some good ball playing ability there, throwing a nice pass on the run. So well done to Otara again. Just finding some inroads there with the ball, and Manurewa struggling to contain them at the moment, Corey.
Yeah, and they're playing, you're right, very nice football right now. It's not just crash and bash stuff from the Scorpions, but there's some real skill mixed in there as well. Perhaps the worst part for the Marlins is Matapula's off the field now. He's off for his break after coming off the bench, 15 in.
You just see there as well, Corey, just the body language of the Manurewa side. And, they look beaten up at the moment, man. They're all separate under the, behind the goalposts there, and no one really taking some leadership there and trying to give some instruction as to where to next for Manurewa. As we see a nice kick by Shaquille there. Still, he's on the other side of the field this time, Corey, and still having some runs with. Yeah, we got you, Shaq. Don't worry, buddy. He's still having some running, conversations with the sideline there, as well as the commentary box.
Oh, how good's that? He's looking for the camera. He's looking in the wrong place. Poor Hippie Hibbs about to get us back underway. I want to give a big shout out to the Auckland Rugby League Referees Association as well, helping us make our games happen every week. If you are interested in joining in, the association is in real need of more referees. Jump on their website or indeed on Facebook, or get in contact with the Auckland Rugby League and we'll put you onto the right people. It's a real struggle right now to service the games that we need refereed each week. A number of refs are doing 3 or 4 games, which is a huge ask. So we thank you for your dedication. Scorpions on the charge forward, looking to add further points. Numbers set either side as Hakalo goes over the top. They're looking for a gap. Nanai Satoro shakes out of the first one. Still going. The ball comes back. Ooh, nasty collision there. And I hope everyone gets up okay from that. That was there's certainly nothing intentional in it. Now What's the call going to be from our match official here? We're going to go for a scrum, and it looks like it'll be a rewa feed.
Yeah, that's massive for Manurewa, Corey. I think we're 13 minutes into the second half, and I actually don't think they've touched the ball at all, Manurewa. So they've been defending for the last 13 minutes, and you can see here with their body language, and they just need to string a few play the balls together and try and work themselves back into this contest.
Yeah, 13 minutes. It feels like it's been 25 or 30, to be honest. And you're right. I don't think Manurewa have touched the ball. So desperately need a completion here, and at 30 points, well, I'm not sure I love their chances of wrestling their way back into this one, but the ball goes out over the top. Hebden. Spirited carry from Bodhi Hapi. Was quickly cut down. Nida. Puhipi Hibbs. Wow, kick pressure was a little bit late there. I didn't like that. And neither did referee Price. There was very little need for that. Puhipi Hibbs is down in back play. This will be a penalty to the Marlins. And the penalty is from where the ball landed. So Rewa on the attack for the first time in a very long time. And we're talking 20 or 30 minutes probably. Can they come up with a result? Burrowing low now is Ariaiti. Kake, who's been very good for them today. Turn back to the inside. Burrowing low, but a great goal line stand from the Scorpions. Swinging out the back, Puhipi Hibbs. Dribbles the kick in behind. It's messy. It's still the last. Happy, looking for a friend. Can't find one. Preferably a friend that can kick. Ball comes loose. And, well, that pretty much sums up the day for the Marlins.
Yeah, a bit of a shining light for the Manurewa side as well. Alden Kake's played outstanding today, Corey. And, he's getting his forwards on the front foot whenever they have had limited ball at the moment, and you can see him directing traffic down there as well to try and score some points as well. So he's shown his class today, Alden, so shout out to the family. I know he's close with one of my close mates, Willie Stowles, as well, so big shout out to Alden for today.
Ball comes out, it's going to be ruled to have been spilt. Josh Perez had other ideas. Perez launches the Steeden 40 metres away from everyone as his team leads by 30. I'm not sure that was the ideal. Hippie Hibbs to feed the scrum. Irving. Here's the man we were talking about earlier, Kaki. Patuai. Taken down in front of the uprights. Credit to Manurewa. They're showing plenty of energy still on the football despite the lopsided scoreline. Here's Bodhi Hapi. Kake. Charging onto the ball. Nice offload late. But brilliant goal line defence. It was Mikaeli, it was. Now we've got a turnover ball. Now Isotoro's into space. Covering tackle was beautiful from Naida. And then Paipi Hibbs comes through to clean it up. Well, that all happened very quickly. And now we've got a pile of players down on the ground. What about the tackle from Brandon Naida? Now Isotoro's copped an accidental knee, I think. So at the end of all that, we'll pack down a scrum and it'll be a Manurewa feed. Well, TJ, there's 30 points in it, but the Marlins aren't giving up. And last few minutes look like they got a little bit more energy about the game as they finally get some ball.
Yeah, it's all good showing energy when you've got the ball, Corey, but they need to show the same amount of energy without it. So, look, they might not come away with the win. There's still 20 minutes left, though. There's still plenty of time, but they can show themselves a little bit of respect in the jersey there by trying to put some points back in there and a bit more effort. So we'll see how they go for this last 20 minutes.
Kake to Pahipi Hibbs. Hebden kicks. Ulu taking the ground. Luluai. Dummies and goes himself. The Reba line was up quick on that left edge.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier too, Corey, just his ability to know when to throw the pass or when to take the carry. He's been outstanding today, showing great leadership in the middle of the field there for the Scorpions back.
Irving. Kake looks down this left-hand side. This is Ulua. An Otara player down in the ruck. Kake will kick for himself. Is chasing him behind, but well cleaned up at the death there by the number 6, Fully Tassi.
Yeah, nice play by Kake there down the short side. He's identified that the fullback was on the open side there, Corey, and he's found some space with that kick, and he's applied a bit of pressure with the kick chase as well. So well done.
This one's a long drop out. Bounces up fortuitously for Hebden. He pins the ears back and looks to run it back. We'll change at the line there. He's looking for a small body. There's not many of them in the Otara line. Kake jumps out, links with his playmaker, Pipi Hibbs. Kiko is wrestled to ground. 63 and a half gone. It's the Scorpions well and truly in control. Nakao. Kake links with the 16. And Isi Matalave will score it. Again, Eldon Kake, the man in the frame every single time. It was a nice carry here from Nakao. And the Marlins hit back on 64 minutes.
Yeah, as we look at the Crown Lift Trucks instant replay there, you can just see the vision of Eldon Kake looking at the defensive line and looking at his options there. And he's been outstanding today, Corey. He's been the shining light in this Manurewa side, and we've said it a couple of times today. And his deliveries have been outstanding. You know, they've been on the chest every time he's passing the ball, and he's taking the right options 99% of the time as well. So he's been outstanding for this Manurewa team. Let's see if Manurewa can string together a 5-minute period like they did in the first half, Corey, and you know, put a little bit of pressure on the Otara Scorpion side.
Yeah, well, they're going to need a few of those 5-minute periods at this point, aren't they? So, but you're right. And again, you know, with a little bit of possession, Manurewa don't look bad at all. But it's been getting that ball that's been the hard part, and then when they don't have the ball, they really struggled to contain Otara Scorpions side.
Yeah, that's been the story of their day, Corey. Just the inability to control that big forward pack for Otara Scorpions, and just been unable to, as the kick's been missed there by Kiko. Kiko, I'm going to have to give it to you on this one, mate. So I'll put that down to that late shot that you received earlier in the game, eh?
Marlins now with a bit of a spring in their step. Here's the try scorer, Matalave. Ball swings out the back. Kake. It's just played on the right-hand side. Up over halfway now, the Marlins. Nida weaving and looking for a little half gap. There's not one there. And Samuel Mahoney takes him to ground. Kake thinks it'll kick over for himself. Kake chasing. Ball is loose. Now what's the call here? Well, Reba have recovered it and are going to score a try on the corner. Well, out of nothing there, really. A little kick over the top, which somehow they managed to regather. This will make for nice viewing on the replay and a good chance to look at this in slow motion. It's a loose ball here, TJ, but great presence of mind from Kake and scoops it up. And then from here, well, they've just got the numbers.
Yeah, Eldon Kake, they're just playing to the whistle. Referee's called play on, and he's passed the ball off the deck there. Again, good vision shown there. Notice that the fullback was a little bit deeper than he should have been, and he's just, it looks like he just wanted it more on that play there, Corey, and he's chased his own kick and got the ball back for his team, and he's doing as much as he can at the moment to keep his team in this contest.
A neat little finish there again, and I know we see these every time you turn the NRL game on, but the skill of some of these finishes, incredible stuff. So a chance to make it now a 20-point gap. Troy Hardy's pulling a face like he probably did that a million times back at Grayland Park back in the day. kick is a bit of a shocker.
Oh, Kiko, your general play kicking has been outstanding today, mate, but I definitely think you need to go back to the training paddock and work on those conversions. Troy Hardy reckons he can kick it with both feet from that side of the field, so you need a bit of work there, Kiko.
Yeah, and it's troy.h@aucklandleague.co.nz if you do want some tips, Kiko.
And Kiko, if you knew me, you'd know that TJ's just sort of trying to regather himself from the great kick at play until he got the butt. I think you've had a fine game today, despite what TJ said about you.
Back into it now.
Just mentioning Alden Kake again too, Corey. One thing I would like to see a bit more of him is taking the line on with his running game, and he seems like he takes the first couple steps there and tends to pass off a fair bit, but he's definitely got some speed as well, and as one of his attributes. So I'd like to see him take the line on a bit more with his running game.
Ball of energy, isn't he? You can see him barking at the troops and directing traffic at dummy half. Alden Kake. Puhipi Hibbs. Kake kicks from the bottom of the ruck. Fielded by Mikaeli. Carlo with a good carry. Here's Storm Tanaki. And a little knock on in there.
That's one thing there, Corey, that Otara will probably want to work on, working in the back end of the season. And as we see something on the sideline here.
Here we go, player down, and caught me by surprise a little bit there. The scrum was screwing it. Now Tanaki's he's clutching at the jaw. He's back up to the feet, so looks like he's getting back into the line now. Time back on. TJ, you were saying?
Yeah, just with them, potentially moving into that top 4 category, that's something that they probably need to work on, is trying to put together as we see a nice shot there by the Otara side, just trying to put together a 80-minute performance, and that will probably be the difference between the Fox Championship and the Fox Premiership, as those sides will tend to play for a little bit longer periods and things like that. So Otara, although they might get the victory here today, as it looks like they will, they need to probably start working on stringing together a longer sequence in terms of their performance.
Kake. Move now to the left-hand side. Nakao it is. The number 10 playing centre. Grab across field. Matalave. Kake. Puhipi Hibbs. It's a kick across field. And looks like Otara have touched that, so we're back out to a dropout, and back-to-back sets coming up now for the Marlins. Nice kick there from Kiko. Bringing the ball back. Very brave, Tuaya. Who swiftly got dealt to, and big contact once again from the Scorps. Oh! Yeah, too much shoulder in that one, says referee Price. Hippie Hibbs keen to get things going.
Manurewa have a deep back line out here to the right, Corey, so look for a long shift here after this play.
There it is, called by Nostradamus himself, TJ Ashford, as we see a shift right out to that edge. Sasangi brings the football in, but Otara were aware of it. Quick to shut it down as well.
Again, good delivery by Kake.
Oh, Nakao rises high, takes the ball, beautiful stuff. And the Manurewa Marlins get another one. It's not going to count for a whole lot at the end of the day, but a lovely piece of skill from the big man there.
Yeah, shout out to Issei Nangao as we look at the Crown Lift Trucks instant replay there. Again, taller body out there, and he's just gotten above his man. Nice catch. Comes down with the ball, and a great put down there by Issei. Well done. Troy Hardy here in the background saying that's what I was like wearing the number 10 jersey back in the day.
Yes. Might have had different jersey numbers back in his day, to be fair, TJ. They were still called loose forwards back then. And shout out to our director, Troy Hardy, and Pete's filming for that great shot as well.
Yeah, Kiko's goal kicking there probably would have, brought the game a little bit closer there. Kiko, 40 points to maybe 30 or 30 odd. So, look, Manurewa have done an outstanding job getting themselves back in this game at 40 points to 10. I think it was down. Corey with 20 minutes to go. Things could have got uglier, but they've turned up here for their club and their supporters that have come all the way out here today to support them.
Yeah, and you would have to think a real worry for Otara. They're going to win this game, but the way that they've let Manurewa back into this game late on, really haven't had much of the football, have they, for the last 10 minutes?
No, exactly. And again, Manurewa have been starved of possession for, most of the second half. And their inability to score points here early in the first, or late in the first half, but Manurewa is probably going to let them down here. But like I said, they've done an outstanding job as we see an error, unfortunately, coming out of their own half by the fullback.
2.5 to play here. Been great to bring you some Crown Lift Trucks Fox Championship qualifiers action. We are back in the SAS Fox Memorial Premiership qualifiers next week. We're at the home of the Otahu Leopards as they take on Northcote. And depending on results today, that could well end up being a huge game for the Northcote Tigers in particular.
Even Otahu as well, Corey. They got Mount Albert today, don't they? So they're currently in the spot behind Otahu or Mount Albert on the ladder at the moment. So they need to win that game this week first to try and stay in contention of that top 5.
Chance to put an exclamation mark on here for the Otara Scorpions. Samuel Mahoney with a good carry. Terry Hill, a shift it wide, quick hands. Oh, great tackle. Sasanga up quick to close that one down. Perez will clear the ruck. Come back towards the middle. And we've got another Scorpions try. Andrew Vianney it is, who crashes over, takes it out to 44. And with a minute and a half to play. That'll be about all we get from this one. This is just determination here from Vianney. First contact, still 5 metres out from the line, keeps charging, and over he goes. That's a familiar sight.
Yeah, great ability to identify the smaller defender there by the front row forward, and on the try line, those are the targets, unfortunately, and you just have to put your body in front, and you know, hope that some of your other defenders come in and help you out there, and unfortunately weren't able to make the tackle there. Manurewa.
So huge thank you to the competition sponsors, Crown Lift Trucks, for helping us deliver this competition each week, as well as the individual major sponsors for the two teams. Waterview Laundromat for the Otara Scorpions and the Witty Licensing Trust for the Manurewa Marlins, as Hakalo looks to make this 46. And goodness, haven't we seen some terrible goal kicking today?
Bring back Shaq.
Not long now until we go pitch side for the safety first removals, captain's interviews. TJ will be out there wrestling a player or two for us to talk to.
Yeah, just a couple updates from around the ground as we see the full-time hooter there as well. Corey Rooster is staying at the home of Glenora Bears with their win over Howard Hornets, 32 points to 18.
All right, so there we go. That wraps up the action here from Ngāti Otara Park. A short break before we are joined pitch side by the two captains. Just McGrath. Oh, yeah, McGrath. All right, now joined by Manu Fatialofa from the Otara Scorpions. Well, a convincing win in the end there, Manu. What's your impressions of the result?
Oh, yeah, no, it was good. I guess our defense could have been better, but I guess we're just going to have to go back on Tuesday and work on it. We could have done better, but yeah, I guess we're just grateful to get the win.
You obviously pulled out to that big lead there, but probably the last 20 minutes was sort of dominated by Manurewa. Is that the main work on?
Yeah, that's it. Definitely. We definitely got to work on our D, and we can't lack off when it comes to being in the lead like that. But hopefully we can work on it, and yeah, we'll get there.
A huge result for your push to be in that top four there. You take a lot of confidence out of a game like that?
Yeah, big time. I guess we there's a lot for us to work on, but as long as we can look back at the video and I guess just work from there. So yeah.
Awesome, Manu. Thanks for joining us, and all the best for us for the qualifiers.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Right, now joined by Balmain Patuai of the Manurewa Marlins. Well, Balmain, a tough day at the office, mate. Looked pretty good early on there, but where did it fall away?
Yeah, man, I think Otara really brung it to us. They capitalised on a lot of cheap ball. Hey, once they got it rolling, we couldn't shut them down. And hey, they scored tries off the back of good go for ruck momentum, you can't beat it.
Showed a lot of spirit, though, to fight your way back in that last 20. Do you take a bit out of that?
Yeah, hey man, like when your back's against the wall, there's only one way to go, eh? So, hey, credit to the brothers, a couple of positives there. It's been a rocky road from the start, but hey, no excuses. Otara on the home ground is always hard to beat.
All right, thank you to Safety First Removals for bringing us the post-match interviews. Balmain, thanks for joining us, and all the best for the rest of the qualifiers.
Hey, thank you very much, brother. Thank you.
That concludes our action here today. Back in action next week from Otara. All the details on aucklandleague.co.nz. We'll see you then.
That's what I'm talking about. Wait. Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.